My name is Richard H. Jordan III, and I'd like to talk today a little bit about purchasing railroad slides. Well, there's a lot to choose from, and there's a lot to look at. But lately, I want to share a sample of what I've been doing. And I've come up with a few criteria for an interesting little set of images. And what I'm trying to do is get slides from the 1980s and before, interesting equipment, industrial switchers, snow plows, maintenance of way equipment, switchers from obscure industries, brand new paint jobs, bicentennial paint schemes from 1976, and I'd like to try to get these as original slides and not duplicates. And of course, bonuses are always things like photographer's name and dates and locations are great. So here we'll go through a little sampling of what I'm talking about. So this was the first slide that really caught my attention when I started looking on eBay. And this slide, it said Maryland and Pennsylvania, York, PA, and I believe it said, we'll just go look. It said York, PA, crane and boom car and idler car, June 15th, 1985. Ah, interesting. So, I thought this was a great slide to start with. So, I purchased this and I scanned it at roughly 28 megapixels. And that's the image we're looking at here. And it gives us a real good sense of what's going on. It's nice and clear. And what's great about these slides is you get some stuff and then you get extras. And even if they're tight shots or roster shots, there's just other stuff to look at. And this one's neat because in the boom car here, and they call it the boom car because usually the crane boom, the crane is coupled here to this knuckle, and the boom can hang over this car and swing. But they have another idler car here that it can swing over here, so they run it that way. But that's what this car is for, and it's built from an old wooden box car that had steel bracing, and it looks like they just took off part of it, left a door, made a little porch, and they store the spreader bar and some extra trucks on this. And then this down here is the old steam crane, and an interesting looking. It basically looks like a tow truck on rails with a huge winch and a bunch of and a neat little crane arm there. So, I think these are cool. So if we go back and look, I like to scan them and do four things. I like to have an original. I like to do one side of the slide, the other side of the slide, and then one I put in so I can modify it, so I can tone it up and make it look a little tighter, clean it up a little bit. But I like to have the original scan. So we can look at a couple of these. So this was an interesting one. Plymouth Switcher, Ohio Fenro Alloy, Brilliant, Ohio, July 22nd, 1972. Pretty cool. 35 tonner, an ML8. Great, love it. Has metadata. It has where it was. And it's an Agfachrome, but no author. Here we go. Here's an interesting one. Boston and Maine, number 1729, GP9 in bicentennial stripes, East Deerfield, Massachusetts, August 19, 1975. So they had most of the what I wanted in there, but no author as well. But I couldn't resist. It's great, So you can see as I scroll down, just looking for interesting stuff. And we're going to go through some of these and have some fun with them. So I just want to give an intro on some of the things I'm looking for. And I believe what I'm going to do is take a slide, go through the whole process of trying to discover where it is, and have some fun with that. So far, there's a bunch of stuff to choose from. I'm going to clean some of these up, and we're going to have a ton of fun. So, Richie out, and you guys have a great day.